I say blue, you say gray. Blue, gray, blue, gray, blue, gray, blue, gray, blue, gray.
Sean Siglinski with Blue Gray Football here on behalf of the Impact Football Network. We're at the Washington Redskins Training Center in Richmond, Virginia. Thanks to Secours for opening up their facilities to us. We're at the Blue Gray All-American Combine. This is the Mid-Atlantic Regional, Super Regional, as a matter of fact. Behind us, we have some of the top recruits in the nation getting ready for the Super Combine. Most of these young men that are here this afternoon will have an opportunity to play in the Blue-Gray All-American Bowl. 4 games, all at NFL stadiums, be broadcast on the Impact Football Network as well as ESPN3. We're looking for the best of the best in the country, help move them on to the next level, and we'll be coming to you with live action throughout this afternoon on the national stream.
All right. Well, we're going to take these kids and we want to make sure we're working on their form technique, getting them to a better spot. Yeah, a lot of them don't even know how to use the arm action, knee drive, any of that good stuff. Right. So if you got some nuggets in there, some information, they're sponges. Give it to them, let them soak it up. Because they're ready for it. We want to get them right. So when they get that chance to be in front of college.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Ready, go. Stay low. Stay low. Bring it back. That baby. Turn and burn. Get up. Woo. Good. Ready, go. Get him flapping that backside line over there. Y'all ain't done. First. Good. Ready, go. Come on, stay low. Stay low. Ready for that 5 6 5. Get out. Ready, go. Stay low. Stay low. Line over there. Y'all ain't done. First. Good. Get out of there. Turn and burn. Get up. Go, go, go. Come on, stay low. Stay low. Ready for that.
Sean Siglinski here with Blue Gray Football, Impact Football Network, coming on a national stream from the All-American Combine here in Richmond, Virginia. We have a 5-year NFL veteran, Billy McMullen. Behind us is the shuttle. Talk to us a little bit about the 5-10-5.
5-10-5 is very important to show how a kid can move his hips, move his feet, able to change directions, and definitely finish through plays. So it's a very important drill to measure where the kid is in terms of dropping hips, moving feet, and seeing how tenacious he is in finishing plays. So the biggest thing is with the kids is just trying to understand how to flip the hips when they're coming in and out of breaks, their receivers, or how low they get in their stance of their linemen. But it's a good measuring stick.
Hold 7-7. 65, you're on deck.
Sean Siglinski here with Blue Gray Football and the Impact Football Network. We're at the Blue Gray All-American Combine Mid-Atlantic Super Regional. Secours, Washington Redskins training facility. We're at the bench press. NFL veteran here to my right of 5 years, Javon Parker, who's going to tell us a little bit about the young man and what they're doing here today.
Oh man, these young men they're coming here to competing in the bench press. It shows a true form of strength. These guys came in, they warmed up, and they competed very well. I think the highest today was 28. Man, these guys, they're hungry. They're hungry for greatness, and you can actually see it. You can see it in their work ethic and how they're putting in the work on the bench press.
National stream for the Impact Football Network. People are getting a look in at some of the top recruits from this part of the country. You're a good judgment of talent, played on Sunday's highest level. What are you trying to do or inspire the young men in terms of trying to help them get through today and then on to college?
It's genetic potential. I just want to help them modify their genetic potential through motivation and good words, and because I know what it takes to make it, and I just try to implement it in them and to try to push them beyond their breaking point. Come on. Let's go. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Let's go. Don't play with it. Come on. Come on. Breathe. There you go.
Blow it out. Blow it out.
Rep it out.
Come on.
Rep it out. There you go.
Come on.
There you
Come
go.
on. Come on. Breathe. Breathe.
There you go. Breathe.
Find yourself. Get mad. Get mad.
There you go.
Come on, young man.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Come on. Come on. You got some more. Come on. Come on. Come on. Stay tight. Stay tight. Stay tight.
I'm with you. Keep
Come on.
rapping. Keep
Come on.
rapping.
Breathe.
There you go.
Blow it out.
Deep
Blow it
breath.
out.
Deep breath. Deep
Blow it
breath.
out. Come on.
Keep
Blow
going.
it out.
Go, go,
Blow it
go.
out.
You got it.
Come on. You got
Keep
it.
rapping.
Come
You
on.
got it. Come on.
Come on.
Don't stop.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yep. Good job, baby. Good job. Good job.
All right, here we go.
Come on. Find yourself. Come on.
Let's get it. Cakewalk.
1, 2,
Breathe, Steve.
3, 4,
Oh, this
Come on.
is
5,
That's lightweight.
6, 7,
Come on, Steve.
8, 9,
Come on. Come on.
easy work. Easy.
There you go. Come on.
Easy.
Give me a good number.
Easy.
Come on. Give me
There
a
you
good
go.
number.
Easy. Easy.
Come on,
What?
Steve.
Keep going, big dog.
Make me
Easy.
the man. Be the man. Be the man. Be the man.
Let's keep eating. Let's
Be the
eat.
man.
Let's eat. Let's eat. Let's eat. I'm with you. Let's eat. Let's eat.
Let's eat. Eat. Got it.
Good work.
It's lightweight for you. It's lightweight. It's
I
lightweight.
want 40 from you, big
I
dog.
got 40. Give me 40.
I want 40. That's the goal.
Give me 40.
Let's go.
That's all you. Come
Oh,
on.
yeah, he got that rep. Let's go.
2,
Let's go.
3, 4,
Uh-huh.
5, 6, 7,
Come on.
8.
Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. You go. You go. Come on.
Easy.
Eat. Let's
Easy
eat.
money.
18,
Easy money.
19,
Push it.
20,
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Focus. Focus.
Come on.
21,
Come on. That's lightweight.
There you go.
Lightweight. Come on.
Come on.
24.
Lightweight. Find yourself. Find yourself.
Let's go, baby. All right,
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Come on.
1, 2,
Easy money.
3,
Breathe. Throw it out.
5, 6, 7,
That's
8,
easy, big dog. Easy.
Come on. Get right. Let's go.
Let's go. Easy.
14, 15,
Come on.
16,
Focus.
Keep it straight.
Focus. Stay tight.
That's right.
Stay tight. Come on.
Core tight.
There you
Stay
go.
tight.
Core.
Stay tight. Come on. You got 5 more in
You
you.
got more in you.
You got 5 in you.
Good stuff, big dog.
Play him inside, boy. Play him inside. There you go. Yeah. Oh. Hey. Out of the way. Run with him. Run with him. Hey, run with him. We knew that one inside.
Eat that cushion. Eat that cushion.
Oh. You there? You there? Oh. Hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Ball.
They put him on the back.
Sean Seglinski here with Blue Gray Football on behalf of the Impact Football Network and the national stream for the Blue Gray All-American Combine, Mid-Atlantic Super Regional. We are here, first event of the afternoon, 40-yard dashes behind us. We're here with NFL veteran trainer Rodney Beasley, who works with the Carolina Panthers. He's going to explain to us a little bit about what this drill's about.
It's 40-yard dash, so it's a baseline test for these guys to let us know their explosive power and development. So how quickly they can get out of here will translate to the field, their game speed on the field. So it's pretty important for these guys to make sure they come out right and show us how much speed they got right now, because this is going to be a difference maker. Unfortunately, this test has the ability to make or break their career, so it's pretty important for them to knock it out.
We'll be watching the rest of the action from the field. Looks good. Sean Seglinski here with the Impact Football Network at the Blue-Gray All-American Combine Mid-Atlantic Super Regional. Standing here with Philip Willoughby. He's in the midst of getting prepared for his bench press. Tell us a little bit about this drill, what you're hoping to accomplish, getting out here and pushing up some weight.
Looking to work hard. My lucky number I'm trying to get is 22, 23. Just looking to just do my best on this drill right here.
You've had some success at the All-American Combine. College interest is starting, picking up as a result of some of your work with Blue-Gray football. Tell us about your potential schools you're going to at the next level.
Have a good amount of schools looking at me. NC State, Carolina, ECU, Coastal Carolina, Wake Forest. They all came to talk to me, so we're just going to see how the summer goes and see what happens.
Behind us is the broad jump. We're here with Gus Campbell. He's going to tell us a little bit about this particular skill and the rest of the drills that he's been going through today.
So throughout this whole combine, it's been going by pretty good. I wasn't sure about it this morning because I wasn't feeling too good. But running the 40 at a 4.52, I wasn't really expecting that just because I feel a little bit tight. And bench I did 19. That was pretty good.
Let's get out here. Come on, let's get out here. Let's get out here. That's what I'm talking about. 9-2. Get low, get low, get low with it. There you go. Good job. Clear. Hold it. Hold it. Clear. One more. There you go.
So this is 9 right here.
9-4.
9-2.
Let's go, Choo-Choo. Let's go, double deuce. Let's go. Hold it.
Y'all let these boys beat us, man. We got a 10 over here. Good job. Good stuff.
Good job.
I have an opportunity to compete in the All-American Bowl on ESPN3 as well as the Impact Football Network. Great opportunity for added exposure to colleges. Being a part of Blue-Gray football, you've gotten some interest from schools. Talk about those.
All right, so yesterday I picked up my second offer from Western Carolina since I've been here. And before that, I got an offer from North Carolina Central University, all after coming from the Blue-Gray Combine and competing how I did in the first one. And getting called back, expecting more exposure, to be honest.
Hi. Good. Hi. Hi. Right there. Hi. Sure. Hey. There you go. Sure. Hey. Sure. Hey. Fast. Go. There you go.
Good punch, good punch. Break, good job. Hey. Break, good hit. Break, all right. Whole line movement. Oh, no, get on, get your target. Keep your eyes on your target. Yes, yes. Hit him up the ball. Oh. Go. Yes. See the difference? See the difference? Break. Good job. Oh, okay, big fella.
Now hit it. There you go. Oh, good job.
Standing here with Greg Fields in the midst of doing our drills. He's about to get on the 40 and push some weight. Talk about what you're hoping to do today, specifically with the bench press.
I'm just trying to push it as hard as I can and see how far it goes.
Blue-gray football puts you in a unique atmosphere. We're at an NFL facility, Washington Redskins Training Center. You're working with NFL veteran coaches. Great opportunity for you to learn from some of the best.
Yes, sir, it is. I just like to look at them and see like what they can do for me, how they impact me, and how I can do out here and just make them happy, you know?
Oh! You're right. Got him. Yeah, big stay. Good catch. Oh yeah. Hook up, linebacker. Good job, boy. Oh, big boy, call it.
Third year with blue-gray football. It seems like you're taking a bigger role. Talk about, what the future holds for you and the relationship you built with the CEO, Gus Bell.
Gus is an awesome guy, man. Straightforward guy. Has an awesome product here. Awesome platform for kids to get to the next level, to showcase their skills. Definitely looking at taking a bigger role to helping on a more regular basis of helping the kids get better as athletes, get better as definitely receivers, and get better on the other side of the ball also. But you see a lot of great athletes that come out here, and you definitely want to pour all you have into them because you see a lot of potential. But it's all about skill set, building skill set, a lot of ability, but it's one thing about building skill set, so that's what we're here to do.
Great job today, guys. Just wanted to wrap up a few things from the Blue-Gray All-American Combine Mid-Atlantic Super Regional, brought to you on a national stream by the Impact Football Network. Great job today, young man. Plenty of talent out here. Again, we spoke about a couple of things last night as well as this morning, the opportunities that you had here today. Our CEO, Gus Bell will elaborate a little bit more on the All-American Bowl and such. What we do going forward from here, we review the tape. We look at your stats from the afternoon. We will post that up on the website. Within 10 days, stats will be up on the website. Again, we're blasting out all this information to our network of 750 college coaches, trying to get you guys extra looks, trying to get you recruited, trying to get you to the next level. That goes the same for the scouting report. Scouting report will be up to 7 to 10 days as well. Sending that information out to the college coaches. Beyond that, we have 4 more Super Combines coming up, the last of which is July 9th in Colorado. That will be our final Super Combine. After that, the Blue-Gray Football Selection Committee will get together and we'll start looking at the collective effort of all you young men here as well as our other combines. And then towards the 1st of August, start sending out All-American Bowl invitations. Again, a lot of talent here today. We were talking about it last night. All of you have a great opportunity to move on not only to the All-American Bowl, but to go and play in college. We will bring up our leader, Gus Bell, next. He'll talk about some of the outstanding marks from this afternoon, award a few medals to the young men that did particularly well, and he'll talk a little bit more about the All-American Bowl process. So with that, Gus Bell.
I don't know if I need that a lot, but this was one hell of a combine, guys. I'll tell you, we had beautiful weather here today, had a great dinner last night. But the most important thing is we had some real fine players here today. Excellent, excellent job. You guys did yourself proud. So, parents, let's hear it for these players. Remember when I was talking those percentages last night? And that's an average Super Combine. I think I'm going to bump it up about 5% with the talent we had here today. But there was no perfect scores here today. Not one. I don't think there's any perfect score in the NFL. Everyone needs work. There's something you got to work on. You got to think about what you need to work on today before you hit Burger King. But that's our plug for Burger King, one of our sponsors, I guess. But anyway, it was a great job. I want to recognize some of the outstanding performers. And first of all, we're going to start with a 40-yard dash. We had the best time we've had this year by a gentleman that was probably hovering in a 4.5 range. His first time he had a 4.41, I believe it was, and the second time he ran a 4.37. And he's a white kid. Okay. Cameron Trees, let's come up here. Give him a medal. I'll get it. The runner-up was a gentleman named Tristan Somerville at 4.44.
Smile, man.
Shuttle, Dylan Davis, 4.23. The next gentleman at 6'1", 220 pounds, had an outstanding shuttle as well. Christopher Campbell, 4.26. By the way, Christopher also had a 4.52 in the 40, which is absolutely outstanding for a linebacker. NFL time. Bench press at 34 reps, Luke Brewer. No, you.
Oh. All right, I'm dehydrated. Good job, man.
Runner-up was Joshua, I believe it's Roger, 27. How's that last name, man? Kruger. 27 reps. Yeah, these NFL guys can really play ball, but they can't write too well, you know. Okay, broad jump. Back to another gentleman who won the honors in the 40-yard dash once again at 10.3 in the broad jump. Cameron Trees. The runner-up was Desmond Johnson at 10 feet. Two left, okay. All right. The next award is for a wide receiver or a defensive back who had the highest amount of reps on the bench. The average amount of reps on a bench for a wide receiver or defensive back in the last 20 years is probably about 4. Okay? This gentleman had 19. That's lineman or linebacker type. Isaac Brown.
Smile. Okay.
Kenneth. Is Kenneth here? Kenneth, what was that lineman that had the 5.04 on the 40? Was right here?
Yeah, over 250.
Drew Brinion?
Yeah, Drew Brinion, 280 pounds.
A 280-pounder in the 40-yard dash that almost broke 5. He had 5.04. Drew Binion. Okay, as we always talk about, your number one reason you were here today was to get further recruited. Is that correct? What's the number two reason you're here today? What about the things that are going on in December and January? How many of you guys are interested in playing in that game? What a stupid question, right? All right. Okay. About the end of July, the first part of August, maybe a little bit into August, the invitations will go out for this particular group of players from this Super Combine. And it's not without a lot of work and investigation on our part. Because the last thing we want to do is bring in a player that's not worthy of playing and that hasn't done all his due diligence and that will do themselves proud with the blue-gray. Make sense? So one thing I want to caution you with, when you go back home, how many of you guys are still in session in school? All right. Some of you did not like your high school coach for whatever reason. But I want you to go to him and tell him the performance that you put on today and that you're shooting to play in a blue-gray All-American game. Which is obviously, if you're selected, it's going to enhance your recruiting tenfold. Does that make sense? Sometimes a difficult thing to do to confront him, but let him know what you have done. Some of you have a great relationship with him. He's going to want to know that as well. Make sense? Okay. Don't be afraid to spread the word. Let him know that you are now an All-American candidate, as we talked about last night. That's something to be proud of, guys. We had, I believe, almost 7,000 players that we worked out since last January and December. 7,000. Now, how many Super Combine participants do we have here today? About 56. We'll have about 200 in Dallas. We'll have about 50 in Florida. We'll have about 100 in Denver. And we'll have about 100 at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So if you total that up, you're talking about 500 players that are in a pool for selection to play in the game. There will be some other players that did not participate in the blue-gray that will play as well. Now, that is for the good of the game. It's for the good of you because it brings to the top of the table players that can really play, that are going off to Clemson, Florida State, and so forth. Not that you won't, but it helps you if you're playing in a game of that magnitude. We don't want all blue-gray guys, but 80% of the guys playing in the game will be from blue-gray players. So you got an excellent shot at playing in that game.
Sean Ceglinski here with Blue-Gray Football. We're here finishing up, wrapping up a successful day at the All-American Combine here at Secours, Washington Redskins training facility. This broadcast was brought to you by the Impact Football Network. We hope you enjoy the national stream.